the social media posts, and his ongoing presence in buildings makes him one of the best superintendents in the county and the state. When I went to award ceremonies for our high schools, and I've been on the board for many, many years, Mr. Roberts gets rousing applause from the community of the students that are being recognized on those evenings, and that is because of his commitment to the students being in the buildings. And yes, I know the children love the social media posts, so if that connects with students, I'm all about with connecting with kids. That's what I'm here for. Thank you.
The problem isn't the posts, it's the blocking of people, which is illegal. That's what the problem is.
Yeah, I think it's our time right now.
Just have to point out where the lies are.
Anyone else on the board?
Yes. I had an opportunity to, last week, speak to the Iroquois Student Council within our community. So this is all things that are anecdotal conversations that I've had going to various events. But it's a consistent theme that's coming from our high schools all the way down to middle schools. So I think that's something that we should probably be thinking about, trying to incorporate, because obviously the things that we're trying to do impact them intimately. So we should be, I want us to hopefully be working on that as we move forward. We definitely like to have them come and be a part of one of our meetings, be able to learn, and we'll see how this whole process works and how it should work.
Yeah,
So,
really.
hopefully we can focus on that as we move forward.
There's nobody here.
The other thing that I
Where
would
are all the
mention
parents?
that was, I had to leave early at the
Where are
last
they?
meeting, but one of our school board members had mentioned that we
Come to the damn meetings if you want to meet the board.
are marginalizing 95% of our students. And I guess I would like to have an opportunity to be able to ask, what was that? How are we doing that? So I think, Robert, you had made that mention at the last meeting. I want to ask you, just, here, if you made a statement publicly, I want to be able to ask that same question to you. How is the district, or how are we as a collective body marginalizing 95% of our students?
Well, first I have to ask, is this the proper avenue?
You mentioned it the last
Well,
meeting.
I'm talking to our board president right now.
You don't have to answer.
Well, I can answer, but I'm just saying I don't want to get yelled at again for, this isn't the proper place and time.
We're not gonna have a monthly
Okay.
conversation.
Well, I guess, first of all, I guess it's amazing that you say again that you've addressed our students, you've gone into our schools, and every time I do it, I'm attacked. But anyhow, by the definition of a marginalizing, I don't know if you ever looked up the definition. Because marginalizing means to put aside, treat differently. And that is what we are doing to 95% of our students. Not certain little groups. They're getting the special treatment. It is the majority of our students that are getting marginalized.
Yep.
Now that explanation right there should be sufficient.
But
And
it's
if you
not-
don't
how
understand,
are we
maybe you should look at the
marginalizing them?
definition.
But how are we marginalizing them?
I just explained that. Look at the definition and you would know.
How are we casting them aside?
By not giving them the same special treatment.
Who's receiving special treatment?
That's a dumb question.
Dakota alone.
You know very well.
Yeah,
During
really.
Pride Month, they have
Who does
a
he
Pride
talk
flag.
about during the
They
meetings?
get to have all these little safe space stickers. I don't see any of that for Christian or any other group, Indian, American Indian. I don't see any of that celebrating for anything else. So those are marginalized students. When certain groups get preferential treatment and other groups don't.
These are student-led things. What are we doing as a?
Do you know the definition of marginalized?
You promote the
I'm asking
I would
you.
like to ask you-
I'm asking you. These are student-led components. So I'm asking, what are we as a collective body, as a student?
I guess what I would have to ask first is I would have to request that you go look up the definition first. 'Cause
I don't
that
think
seems
it's
to be.
required. You can tell us it's substantive. You can tell us a district is doing
That
that.
is where you're missing the point. You don't know the definition.
No, the point is that you don't know what you're saying.
No, that's the definition
Well, that's the
of
point. The
addiction.
point is you're saying things
things just to try to be gaslighting.
That's what I'm saying, you are. We're trying to get attention.
President, point of order.
Actually speak of substance.
We're trying to get attention, okay, and that's okay. If you simply look up the definition of marginalized, you'll find out an explanation.
Point of order.
Time to frog march some people out. Come on, comrades.
Go ahead and have Shannon look up marginalization.
Everybody, you're not
Yeah, and how many times has he spoken about, oh, we can't have the marginalized LGBT people being mocked in this room? And who's being mocked?
There's your first warning.
I don't care. The truth needs to come out. The truth needs to come out. You don't want to hear it. None of you do, except one guy.
Please sit down. Is there anybody else on the board that has a comment?
Yeah, I'd like to.
We're not gonna start up the same. Okay, we're
First
not
of all,
gonna.
back up, calm down a little bit, Mr. Burke. Calm down.
You have a right to speak.
What is the lawyer? Stop him from talking to the end of the year.
The lawyer better hold his hand so he calms down.
We're coming to the end of the year, and first of all, we have a lot of graduating students, and I just want to say congratulations to all of our seniors. They're graduating. This is a big thing in their life, and I do believe a lot of our staff are making it very important to their life, and they do support that. And I just want to say congratulations to all.
Think differently, but we have to come together as people. That's all I can say. I know I have different views on lifestyles, but I try to walk middle of the line just to try to accommodate other people. I don't think it's a good thing to placate to one group or another. I think we need to get along as a group. And, you know, unfortunately, that's not happening in today's society. And I personally think the more that we splinter off, the farther apart we get. Because growing up, we didn't have any of these problems. And now it
We
seems
didn't have
like
normalizing
we're kind of
mental
splintered off
illness
in all
either.
these areas, and conflict it's a constant. So, and I just think that's a shame, because I think we're putting a lot of pressure on young kids.
Yeah, where have you been?
Thank you.
Okay, then we'll move into.
One more. So I just wanted to give a shout out to